5 signs he's serious about you. All right, let's paint a little bit of a picture here right now. You're sitting across from him at a dinner table, and he's telling you about his plans to start a new business, going into a new venture, or finally take that dream vacation that he was thinking of for so long. This sounds really great, right? But here's the thing. He's just talking about his plans, not your plans together. And you were just like basically left wondering, am I just part of this right now? Or does he see me in his forever or in his future at least, right? And we've all been there trying to figure out if he's enjoying the moment with us or if he's just really truly serious about you. Well, today I want to break down 5 signs that he's genuinely serious about you. This kind of behavior that goes beyond the sweet talk and shows he's in this for the long haul. All right, let's get into this. So number 1, he makes future plans with you. This one is a huge one. A man who's serious about you. He doesn't think just about next week or dinner plans for like in a few days. He's looking about like months or maybe even years ahead of time. Maybe he's talking about a vacation next summer or casually dropping comments like, when we move together someday, when we have kids together. Now I know sometimes this can be a little bit of a hook, but generally speaking, if he's serious about this and if he means it, that's a really good indicator he's looking for something in the future with you together. Planning ahead creates emotional security. When he's including you in his vision, it's because he sees your relationship as a long-term investment and you're part of his vision. And let's be honest, if he's not thinking ahead of time, what's the point of dating him in the moment, right? The second sign, he listens to you beyond the words. All right, you casually mention your favorite childhood candy in passing, and a week later he shows up with a pack saying like, hey, I saw this and I really thought of you. That's not just sweet. That's him really paying attention. And a man who's serious, he listens very deeply, not just to your words, but to the emotions and the stories behind them. It's almost like the silence in between the words. So let's go a little bit into psychology. Active listening builds emotional intimacy. It's his way of saying like, hey, I see you, I hear you, I care for you. I care enough to remember the little things that you tell me. And if he's doing these things, he's really invested in you.
Ladies, stop chasing men. Even when he pulls back or loses interest, or you feel like he's slipping away from you, what you do in that moment can make all the difference between him feeling like you're just like all the other women he's ever met, or it can make him realize and feel you're so unique and special, and exactly the type of woman he wants something real with, something he wants to build with, causing him to chase you, to invest in you, and prove to you that he is the right man for you. There's this 12-word text message that you can send to a man that gets his attention almost immediately and makes him realize that it was a mistake to pull away from you in the first place. If you want to find out what that 12-word text message is, then I highly recommend you check out this brand new video that I created for you. I linked it in the description below. Just click the link and now let's go back to the video.
The third sign, he's willing to have the tough conversation, the ones that usually people tend to avoid. Let's talk about conflict. A man who's serious about you doesn't run away from any type of discomfort or any type of uncomfortable conversation. Instead, he's gonna lean into it. Maybe you've had a disagreement, and instead of shutting down, he says like, all right, let's talk this through. Let's come to a state of harmony here again. That's emotional maturity in action. He's not interested in avoiding the hard stuff because he knows that real relationships thrive on honesty and resolution. So conflict is just part of it, And if you really want to go a little bit more pro, people who shy away from tough conversations are usually more focused on short-term convenience than long-term connection. If he's showing up when it's difficult, that's a major green flag. Trust me. The fourth sign, he protects your relationship from external noise. Serious men don't let outside influence mess with the connection. This means he sets boundaries with friends, with family, or anyone else who might jeopardize the trust and the respect between the two of you. For example, he doesn't entertain toxic advice from, his single friends. And he also makes sure they're not going to disrespect you. Protecting your relationship is his way of saying like, this matters to me, and I am here not going to let anyone screw this up. The fifth sign, his actions match his words. Now this one is a deal breaker. Words are easy. Actions are where the truth really lies. If he says, I'll call you tomorrow, does he really? When he promises to show up, does he actually show up? A man who's serious about you doesn't just like talk. he walks the walk. Consistency really builds trust. And when his actions align with his words, then he's really reliable, dependable, and serious about building something for the future with you. So yeah, those are the 5 signs that I think really show if someone is serious about you or if they just look for a short-term kind of like situationship thing, right? And remember, a man's love isn't just what he says, it's what he does. If you've seen these signs, you got someone who's invested in you, who's emotionally and practically invested in you. But if you don't find these signs at all whatsoever, well, you might have to rethink about that relationship. Okay, are there any other signs that you think like we should put into this list and maybe we get from like a 5 to a 7 or maybe a 9? Then drop it in the comments, let me know, and let's see what else we can find to really put on this list. Okay, these signs are really showing this man is planning a future with you.